For a long time, Microsoft was seen as a strong tech company, but not necessarily the most exciting one. It dominated enterprise software, powered businesses around the world, and quietly built one of the largest cloud platforms. But when it came to cutting-edge innovation, it often wasn't the first name people mentioned. Then AI happened, and suddenly Microsoft didn't just re-enter the conversation, it jumped straight to the center of it. Now, in 2026, it feels like Microsoft has made its biggest AI move yet. And it's not just about one product, one partnership, or one feature. It's about a full-scale transformation of how the company operates. So the real question is, what exactly is Microsoft doing, and why is this move so important? Because this isn't just another tech upgrade, it's a strategic shift that could reshape the entire industry. Let's start with the foundation of Microsoft's AI strategy. Unlike some companies that are building everything internally, Microsoft made a very specific decision early on. It partnered. And that partnership, especially with leading AI model developers, gave Microsoft immediate access to some of the most advanced AI systems in the world. But here's what makes this different. Microsoft didn't just integrate AI into one product, it integrated AI into everything. Windows, Office, Azure, developer tools, search, even security systems. Instead of treating AI as a feature, Microsoft is treating it as a layer that sits across its entire ecosystem, and that changes how everything works. Now think about what that means in practice. Open a document, and AI helps you write. Open a spreadsheet, and AI helps you analyze data. Join a meeting, and AI summarizes the conversation. Write code, and AI assists in real time. Search for information, and AI organizes the results. This isn't one tool, it's an environment. And that's what makes this move so powerful, because Microsoft already has something most companies don't: distribution at scale. Millions of businesses rely on Microsoft software every single day. So when Microsoft adds AI into those tools, it doesn't need to convince people to adopt something new. It simply upgrades what they're already using, and that removes friction. Now let's talk about Azure, because this is where things get even bigger. Azure is Microsoft's cloud platform. And in the AI era, the cloud becomes even more important, because AI requires massive computing power. Companies don't want to build that infrastructure themselves, they want to rent it. And that's exactly what Azure provides. But Microsoft isn't just offering cloud computing, it's offering AI infrastructure. Models, tools, APIs, everything developers need to build AI-powered applications. So instead of just using AI internally, Microsoft is enabling others to build with it. And that creates a multiplier effect. Every startup, every enterprise, every developer building on Azure becomes part of Microsoft's ecosystem. And as that ecosystem grows, so does Microsoft's influence. Now here's another key part of this strategy: integration between software and AI. Microsoft has something very few companies have: a complete stack. Operating systems, productivity tools, cloud infrastructure, developer platforms, enterprise relationships, and now AI. When all of these pieces work together, it creates a very strong competitive position, because competitors might be strong in one area, but Microsoft is strong across many, and that allows it to move in ways others can't. Now let's talk about timing. Why does this feel like Microsoft's biggest move yet? Because the company is no longer experimenting, it's executing. In the early days of AI, companies were testing ideas, launching prototypes, exploring use cases. Now, Microsoft is rolling AI out at scale across real products, used by real people in real workflows. And that's when things start to get serious, because once AI becomes part of everyday work, it's no longer optional, it becomes expected. Now here's where the impact really starts to show. Businesses are changing how they operate. Tasks that used to take hours can now take minutes. Data analysis becomes faster. Content creation becomes easier. Decision-making becomes more informed. And all of this happens inside tools people already know how to use. That's a powerful combination, because it lowers the barrier to adoption. You don't need to learn something completely new. You just use AI inside what you already have. Now let's zoom out. What is Microsoft really trying to do here? It's trying to become the default platform for AI-powered work, not just a provider of tools, but the environment where work happens. And if it succeeds, that gives Microsoft a massive advantage. Because once businesses build their workflows around a platform, they rarely switch. That creates long-term loyalty, long-term revenue, and long-term influence. Now, of course, Microsoft is not alone. Google is pushing AI into its own productivity tools. Amazon is focusing on AI in the cloud. Meta is building AI ecosystems around social platforms. The competition is intense, but Microsoft's approach is unique in one key way. It's deeply embedded in the workplace, and that gives it a direct path to monetization. Because businesses are willing to pay for tools that improve productivity. Now think about the long-term impact. If AI becomes a core part of how work is done, then the company that provides that AI layer becomes incredibly important. And right now, Microsoft is positioning itself to be that company. So when people say Microsoft just made its biggest AI move yet, they're not talking about one announcement, they're talking about a shift from software company to AI platform, from tools to intelligent systems, from optional features to essential infrastructure. And that's why this moment matters. Because it's not just about what Microsoft is building today, it's about where it's trying to be tomorrow. At the center of how work gets done in an AI-powered world.